SEC softball on a Wednesday afternoon in Athens, Georgia. It'll be an in-state battle for this non-conference matchup as the Mercer Bears have traveled up Macon Highway to take on the number 11 Georgia Bulldogs here on the SEC Network. And we welcome you to Jack Turner Stadium here in Athens. Caleb Frady, Mary Wilson. Hey, man. Georgia over the weekend winning its first conference series in 11 straight prior to that they had dropped. So Georgia coming in with a little bit of momentum. Great opportunity here this week to continue this offense.
Absolutely. You know they're coming in feeling really good about this previous weekend, but they really need to come in not too relaxed, commanding the zone, hitting early, getting some runs on the board.
Can't talk relax too much. Mercer comes in here on a winning streak in this series. We'll talk about that in a moment. We mentioned Georgia's offense and finally started to really get some traction over the weekend. You see the triple Friday night and a home run that powered Georgia to a 6-2 win on Friday night. And then the Georgia offense really getting going on Sunday, getting 7 runs on the board for that series win, first since April of 24.
Yeah, the Georgia Bulldogs offense really heating up throughout the weekend. Sarah Gordon and Jaden Goodwin, stars of the lineup this weekend.
Now, we mentioned Mercer coming in with some confidence, seeking back-to-back wins against Georgia for the first time in program history. Mercer has only beaten Georgia twice ever, one of those last year here in Athens.
Yeah, you got to know that they know that it's a different team this year, but they're going to come in fighting for their lives this evening.
Everybody a little bit of a different team. Mercer working under a new head coach. We'll talk about that as we go throughout the evening. Meanwhile, it'll be the freshman Aiden Little getting the start in the circle this afternoon. This will be her second start of the season, a 5.83 ERA for the freshman.
Yeah, tonight we're going to see Ada Little. She's going to throw a drop, a curve, a change, a rise. Her strengths are going to really lie in her east to west pitches and that drop ball as well. She's also got a pretty good changeup.
The Mercer offense that she's going to see to get things started here in the first inning. Avery Barton, Daniela Monaco, and Grace Jones. And the first pitch from the freshman is in there for a strike. Avery Barton, a 5'8" senior from Monticello. And the 0-1 misses for a ball. 1-1 the count. Barton as a senior, 303 here in this leadoff spot. Has started every game this season for the Bears. As the 1-1 gets fouled back, 1-2 the count here. Her numbers in the Southern Conference coming into tonight, tied for the conference lead in home runs, 4th in slugging. See why she's leading off top of the order, somebody that gets on base.
Yeah, she's definitely going to be a spark for this lineup, looking to get her around as many times as possible.
She's fouled a couple off here with the 1-2 count. This one gets popped up. Emily Digby will retreat from the shortstop position to make the catch. And Georgia defensively has its first out of the game. Despite the 5.83 ERA that Ava Little brings into the game here, she's 3-1 on the season.
Yeah, I feel like that higher ERA kind of comes from, you know, a handful of appearances where she wasn't her best.
And you can kind of see that in the stat line. She's even for the season with 17 balls and 17 strikes. Has not always had her best stuff, but looking to continue to gain confidence here in her freshman season for Georgia. The 1-0 in for a strike, pops out of the mitt of the catcher Marissa Miller for Georgia. This is Daniela Monaco hitting now for Mercer. The junior, a .337 average here on the season in a lefty-on-lefty matchup. Monaco from Christmas, Florida, and Titusville High School.
Christmas, Florida. That's a fun one.
Kind of oxymoron, in a way. When you think Christmas, cool. Maybe
you don't think
maybe
Florida
snow.
heat.
Yeah. I've always thought a palm tree with lights would be really cool to do one year. A warm Christmas in shorts.
We've had warm Christmases, Caleb. Come on,
we have.
It's Georgia.
That's true. Georgia, certainly, you never know. It could be 30 degrees. It could be 65 degrees on Christmas Day. You just never know. The joy of Christmas, you don't know what you're going to unwrap when you wake up in the morning. This one's fouled off the foot of Monaco, and she kind of limps over out of play, and she's smiling about it there, but I know that one certainly smarts.
Yeah, hit just directly on top of that foot there. In the kind of bony part of the foot, too. That's definitely got to hurt.
She'll dig back in on that sore foot. Here's a 3-2, and she'll get called out on strikes as that one rides in for a called strike 3. It's the second out of the inning here for Ada Little, 2 down.
I love how Ada Little is spinning the ball today. She's able to get that ball with a little bit of drop, a little bit of curve action just in there for a strike.
2 down and the base is empty, and this will bring up the 3-hitter Grace Jones. The sophomore first baseman from Jacksonville, Florida. .325 average here as a sophomore in that 3 spot. Has played and started in every game but one for Mercer here this season. Sean Schumacher, the home plate umpire, asking for help there on that one. Larry Moon Jr., our third base umpire, saying she did not go. 2-0 the count. And not a liner, and that one grabbed the glove, it looked like. And Bailey Lindemuth, but Larry Moon Jr. there at third base saying that's a foul ball.
You see that one again right here. Great outside pitch by Ada Little. Ultimately, that one looked like it just tailed foul. We'll see it right here. Oh, it does look like it hit the glove.
The 2-1 will miss inside. Jones with 4 home runs here on the season. She's driven in 16. Her first time up with 2 outs here on the season, and we'll get a 2-out walk. So 2 out, 1 runner aboard. And here's the catcher, Olivia Lindzen.
I think that 2 out, 2 quick outs, and then a free base is something that Georgia's pitching staff is kind of notoriously year after year kind of struggled with. And so especially as we get deeper into the season and deeper into conference play, that has got to be tightened up just a little bit.
One 0 count here to the catcher. Evens things up 1-1. We mentioned 2 of our umpires. Heath Walker is at first base this afternoon for our officiating crew. Looking in here on the pitch. This one fouled back. Reaching out and grabbing a ball for the kiddo there.
She'll get to trade that one in for, what did we say last time? It was an ice cream or something?
Texas Roadhouse, I believe. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Lindzen is down on strikes. Mercer will strand 1 runner. We go to the bottom of the first. Georgia will bat for the first time this evening. the right-hander. Grace Roark getting the start in the circle here this afternoon for Mercer. This will be start number 8 on the year for the junior with a 6.43 ERA and 37 innings worked here to this point.
Yeah, these Mercer pitchers have certainly faced a lot of tough lineups throughout this season so far, so you will see a little bit higher ERA as we go through if we see multiple arms today.
First batter that Roark will look at here this afternoon is Kirsten Roos for Georgia. And the second baseman takes a ball. It'll be Roos, Jaden Goodwin, and Sarah Gordon here in the first. And Sarah Gordon, 25th career home run over the weekend against Mississippi State. In a series, Georgia won 2-1. Roos, the transfer from Coastal Carolina, as a grad transfer, and she has been really everything Georgia was hoping for in getting her out of the portal.
Yeah, she's been a great asset both offensively and defensively for the Georgia Bulldogs.
One of several key transfers here for Georgia this year. Addison Fisher and Bailey Lindemuth all have made their presence felt on this team this year. Count goes 2-2 here on Roos. Well hit. This one to the second baseman and bobbled. And Georgia will have the leadoff hitter aboard here. Is that one right to Rachel Sysom, the freshman second baseman, and that one ate her up.
Yeah, we'll see that one again right here. Hard hit right here. Ultimately kind of rolls up her body, and she's not able to recover to get that out.
Sysom, a redshirt freshman transfer from Fresno State. Two and 0 the count here to Jaden Goodwin. Goodwin's bat very active over the weekend against Mississippi State. Got a single and scored in Sunday's game. This one will roll to the corner in right field, and the stop sign, a late one thrown up here for Roos. But the speedy Jaden Goodwin able to work her way over to second on the double. And Georgia's got him second and third with nobody out.
We'll see that one again right here. Great drive of that ball for Goodwin. And you'll see that Wayland kind of expects that to bounce off a little harder off the wall. But that fence doesn't have that much. It has a little bit more give, which makes it die down a little bit.
And that's within the last season or so, addition to the Georgia outfield. Typically a solid outfield wall, with the addition of the new softball complex out in left field. Chain link fence that part of the outfield wall so that fans can sit out and look in. And so it's going to play differently than it would had that ball bounced off the wall and right. Sarah Gordon, Georgia's right fielder. And a .476 average here on the season. Sends this one to right field, and that one into the glove, and a nice catch out in right field. As Isabel Fernandez able to pull that one in. It'll play one run for Georgia, and the Dogs on the board here in the first, 1-0. But a nice catch there for the sophomore. kind of hop up out of her shoes a little bit to make sure that one got in the mitt.
Yeah, she was able to track that back enough and ultimately made that grab at the last minute to score Roos from third.
Here is Tyler Ellison. The one. Misses, count 1-1. Ellison, 455 here as a senior. This one, a little tough hop. That one into the glove of the second baseman, Klingler there that time. And that'll be the second out of the inning, but Georgia able to plate the run from third as Goodwin comes across. And Georgia leads now 2-0 here in the first inning.
Yeah, good job by Ellison right there. She's able to, even though it was off kind of the handle of the bat, she's able to take it opposite and allow that runner to score, because if that was hit on the left side of the field, that runner likely would not have gone for home.
The spin off the bat there by Ellison. Very challenging there, and tip your cap to Sysom. She had the error a couple of batters ago. That one comes off the bat, spinning one direction. When it hits, it comes back the other way. A tough ball for her to make the play on.
Yeah, it definitely is. You have to be ready to adjust and make the adjustment for that bounce.
Georgia's catcher, Marissa Miller, looks at one for a strike. 1-1 the count here to Miller. 5'11" senior from Suwanee and North Gwinnett High School. Check swing, she held it back. And Heath Walker at first base agrees. Popped back, and oh goodness.
Look alive.
That one came in the,
that one did
that
come
one
in the
house. Left a mark on the glass there about what, 2 feet from your head.
Yeah, that's fun.
It's not often that
Who
one
needs
gets
caffeine?
Hey, we are alive now. 2-2. That one's going to miss. Count goes 3-2.
Get the feel of it right here.
Forget about the camera behind us. We've been watching it all times as the 3-2 goes in the dirt. Miller will walk with 2 outs. So up and down inning here in the first for Grace Roark. The error to open the inning for Georgia offensively certainly came back to bite Mercer. Goodwin with the double. And it's been 2 outs that have allowed those 2 runs to score. Now the 2-out walk here for Miller. And it's the freshman Gabby Novickus. And a .386 average in her freshman campaign for Georgia. And that's something we were talking about before the game. It's hard to kind of picture Georgia going all the way back to the 2024 season to win an SEC series, but did not win a series last year. Didn't get swept, but didn't win a series. And so obviously getting that series win against Mississippi State such a big deal as the 2-0's outside. But we talked about how young last year's team was in experience. This year's team a little deeper for Georgia, more experience for sure. The only freshman in the lineup every day is Gabby Novickus, and you see why. bringing a 386 average into the lineup.
Yeah, this lineup definitely has a lot more experience, and then you have a freshman like Gabby Novickis who's worked her way into the lineup, earning those opportunities. But ultimately, this team as a whole has a lot more veterans on it, and a lot more experience, just kind of softball experience in being able to kind of be resilient. So that series win this weekend was huge.
Really hard hit. This one will go to left field. Meredith Whalen, the left fielder, will come up with it. Georgia's going to have them first and second here with 2 out. One thing Georgia did really well over the weekend against Mississippi State was situational hitting with runners aboard, particularly in scoring position. And that's certainly something they'll look to try to improve upon here this evening.
Yeah, and I think a key from this weekend to right now is this weekend they were clutch with that situational hitting when they needed to be in those pressure moments. Right here, there is not necessarily a pressure moment. And so to get on the board early is key for this Georgia Bulldogs team.
And Georgia's numbers last weekend, with runners in scoring position and without, and maybe something to that whole pressure factor thing of like, you got to kind of make it happen when you don't have a choice.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely something to be said for performing in pressure situations, right? Which we know we've seen the Bulldogs do time and time again. But getting on early, getting on the board early, that helps the pitching staff, that helps the whole team kind of feel a little bit more confident.
Give your freshman pitcher in the circle a little bit of wiggle room to work with, a little confidence. One and 2 the count to Emily Digby. She's got 2 aboard here with 2 outs. We'll go outside 2 and 2 the count. "29 pitches already for Grace Roark here in the first.
Yeah, she's gone deep in a lot of counts, which doesn't necessarily bode well for kind of riding out that game.
This is the second batter of the inning that has worked a full count against her. Lined, that one underneath the second baseman. 1 run's going to come across. The throw's going to get cut off, and hopping quickly back on the bag is Gabby Novickis. But that will score Marissa Miller from second. And Georgia with its 3rd run of the inning. And we'll pass the bat off here to Bailey Lindemuth.
I love how the offense this inning is working through the middle of the infield. Great effort right there by Sison, but not able to kind of stop that one and keep it in the infield. Getting another run on the board for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Digby at first, Novickis now at second. And Bailey Lindemuth will be the batter for Georgia, the 8th spot here this afternoon. Sophomore from Burleson, Texas. Career start 100 for her tonight, transfer from Texas Tech.
What a huge milestone in her career.
As a sophomore. Played on a really good Texas Tech team last season. Lindemuth turns on that one, knocks it back foul. Georgia dugout enjoying itself here early in this first inning with a 3-0 lead.
Like I said earlier, getting runs on the board early definitely makes your whole team feel a little bit lighter. Doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to relax when it comes to making the plays or getting the hits, but you can kind of trust yourself a little bit more in every aspect of the ball.
Sixth the bat out at that one. That one gets past the second baseman once again. The throw home, not quite in time as Novickas will slide in safe. And time called, and the play stopped as Emily Digby was coming around third, but the ball goes out of play on the throw.
So ball went into the dugout, which makes it a dead ball.
So now I guess the discussion is, where was she?
If she was closer to, I think she stays at third in that situation.
I would think so. We'll get a look at it here. Our crew will give us a look. As our officials talk it over. Just sticking the bat out there. One, good job there by Lindemuth just to put it in play and get a hit.
Great throw right there by Fernandez in right field.
That was a really good throw from right field. I mean, that nearly, on second look, that is a much closer play on Gabby Novickas than
really
it looked
was.
real time. So she will be at third base.
Up next, the center fielder represents Molly Mitchell.
So it'll be a single for Lindemuth and advance to second on the throw. Digby at third. And Georgia has batted around here in the first inning as the sophomore Molly Mitchell will bat here in the 9 spot. We'll be back to the top of the order here after this. One and one the count to the sophomore from Austin, Texas. There has been action in the Mercer bullpen since really the start of the game. I imagine on a midweeker like this, you're probably going to see multiple arms here this afternoon, because we mentioned at the top of the show, not just Georgia tuning things up here, Mercer turning things up as well, already into Southern Conference play last weekend, dropping a series against Samford. So obviously, while a big opportunity to play a really good team in Georgia, you're working on stuff as well for your conference season.
Yeah, I think it's likely that we will see several different arms today from both Mercer and Georgia. Again, just being able to work through some, stuff that wasn't feeling right the previous weekend, and getting some confidence maybe under your belt for the next weekend of conference play.
2-2. That one just misses. Third batter here this inning that has got a full count here from Grace Roark. And they'll be loaded here with 2 away. And now we'll go top of the order. And Kirsten Roos will bat for the second time here this inning.
Kirsten Roos, we talked about how she is just a spark. And with bases loaded, this is an opportunity for her to really bust it open.
Mercer coaching staff going to come out and have a talk here with the pitcher. And Morgan Edmondson, the assistant coach for the Mercer Bears. And, the message is the same here as it has been for the last 2 or 3 batters, that, hey, you're 1 pitch away.
Yeah, I think that she's so close to the strike zone, too. Definitely intentional about working those corners, but it might just mean moving the ball a quarter of a ball over.
Grace McKillop is in the bullpen for Mercer. Roos got everything going in that leadoff spot here earlier this inning, reaching on an error. Here's a ground ball to the shortstop, underhand toss to the second baseman. That'll get Georgia complete offensively here in the first. It's a 4-0 Georgia lead as we go to the second. Tony Baldwin in season number 5 as the head Bulldog here for Georgia. 9 seasons prior to that as an assistant. Hard to believe approaching 15 years in Athens in some coaching capacity for Coach Baldwin.
Yeah, that's wild. And you don't see that often in terms of coaching. You saw it in, obviously, Lou Harris-Champer. So, I don't know, maybe it's just a Georgia thing. They can't get away from Athens, you know? It's a great place to be. I know that Tony Baldwin's family has settled in really well in Athens, and so that was a big kind of selling point for him.
Five, 6, and 7 for Mercer as we go to the second inning. It'll be the junior Jesse Taylor. Count evens up here 1-1 on the Mercer third baseman. A redshirt junior from Dallas, Georgia. And a transfer from Wallace State Community College. This one well hit and to left field, and that ball is gone. A solo leadoff home run for Jessie Taylor, her third of the season. And Mercer on the board here in the second, 4-1.
Felt like that one kind of hung in the air, but you could hear how hard it was hit. We'll see it again here as Jessie Taylor gets that home run.
Gets the football helmet to wear for the dance. Boy, got a hold of that one.
Yeah, it was a high one too, and almost landed at the edge of the facility there. You'll see.
So Mercer with its first run on its first hit of the afternoon. Here's Kate Raines, the freshman designated player. .189 average for the freshman from Cordele. One chased after that one, fouls it off 1-2. Mercer, obviously from a record perspective, not having the season that it would hope for to this point, but 30 home runs, third in the Southern Conference. Keep hitting like that into conference play, you'll be in good shape.
Yeah, they definitely have a handful that are really power hitting.
Nobody on and one out. That'll bring up Rachel Sysom, the second baseman who had the error in the bottom half of the first inning, looking to make up for it with the bat here. Redshirt freshman transfer from Fresno State, Bothell, Washington. 5'4", 239 average here on the year. There's a ground ball, that one to Novickus. She'll step on the bag and record the out, 2 down.
Good job over there by Novickus to handle the hard hit ball up the line. Again, a freshman in the lineup. She's the only one in this defensive, or in this defense.
There's the sophomore, Isabel Fernandez. 5'2" utility player from Ashburn. Product of the Tift Area Academy. Hard hit liner, that one will roll foul. Ate a little. To her credit, settled in really well after the home run. Didn't let it linger in any way that we could tell.
Yeah, and that's another benefit of having those runs on the board early for the Bulldogs, is that you don't have to sweat that home run because you know you have 3 for cushion.
2-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3, but Mercer on the board thanks to a leadoff home run from Jessie Taylor, number 3 on the season for her. And Mercer chops into the lead. It's 4-1 Georgia as we go to the bottom half. Chris Kohlmeyer, first season as the Mercer head coach. 7 conference championships. 27 years of coaching experience. Veteran for this Mercer program, and year 1 for him. You look at the record, they're 13-15. Obviously not the start you'd hope for, but they played some really good teams in that non-conference portion of the slate to really get them ready for Southern Conference play when it's really going to count.
Yeah, you can tell that Colmeyer has come in and really done a good job at getting them good competition so that they can get prepared as they get deeper into conference play.
Here's Jaden Goodwin for the second time. This one bunted foul. Count will go 1-1. Tony Baldwin looking on for Georgia there from the third base coach's box. Goodwin doubled and scored in the first inning, a 4-run first inning for Georgia. Sharply hit towards the Mercer dugout, 2-2. We mentioned Jaden Goodwin, one of the highlights for Georgia offensively last weekend against Mississippi State. Go ahead, triple in game 1 on Friday night. You saw that one in our open. Randy Rowling, a really nice job in the circle as well. Here's a high bouncer, and that one a tough play there for Sysom at second base. Momentum pulling her to the outfield as she's running that direction and able to keep that one at least in front of her and prevent it from rolling to the outfield.
Yeah, momentum and the ball obviously going in the same direction. Ball slips out, but she is able to keep it again in the infield or in front of her enough to keep that from, to keep Goodwin from getting second.
So a single for Goodwin here. She's got a single and a double. She's going to attempt to steal the throw down, and she will get in past the tag for the stolen base. And Jaden Goodwin now 3 for 4 on the season in stolen bases.
It was interesting because from where I'm sitting, that throw looked pretty good. It looked like it was there. But she was able to slide like around the tag and be strategic about where she was going.
Throw beating her, but that's kind of the art of the base running there, is to know how to get into the bag.
It absolutely is, and she's able to pull back that left arm, get that right arm around to the base.
2-0 here to Sarah. Excuse me, this is Ray, and Ray with a pinch hit home run over the right field wall. Natalie Ray will play 2 here for Georgia. Home run number 2 on the season for her.
I thought we might see her have to run a little bit harder around the bases. That just got over the wall for the home run, and we'll see it again right here. Able to, early in the count, just take that 1 yard.
Sneaking this one just underneath the scoreboard there in right field. And here's Tyler Ellison. Ray, a senior transfer from Covington, Georgia, played at Ole Miss, then transferred to North Georgia. And stepping into the box there for Sarah Gordon and launching her second home run of the season, 6-1 Georgia. Now our officials are talking to each other.
Seems like maybe it was a pitch clock ran out. They're signaling.
Now Sean Schumacher's going to call his fellow officials over to talk about it. Chris Colmeyer is going to come out of the dugout and get an explanation there as well, and it is a pitch count violation. It will be a 3-0 count here to Tyler Ellison. And it's a 4-pitch walk for Ellison here with nobody out.
When you get a violation like that, it can sometimes kind of throw off your rhythm. You might be, she's clearly working a slower pace of game, which that's just her game. But when she does get that call on her, that pitch clock time on her, might just throw her off just a little bit. Might take her a second to get back into things.
Marissa Miller was able to keep the rally going in the first. 2 outs, she was able to walk. Georgia followed that walk up with single, single, single walk. To play 2 of those 4 runs. Make it 4-0. Mercer with a home run in the top of the second. Georgia's now scored 2 more here in the second to make it 6-1. And a good observation there. Roark is definitely a slow worker. She is going to take her time, very methodical about how she goes about getting ready. This one right back up the middle. This one off the glove of Barton, the shortstop. Stop sign for Tyler Ellison. She'll stop at third. And Georgia on the corners here after Miller able to put this one into play.
Yeah, that was good heads-up base running by Ellison right there. She's able to see that that ball's kind of going to no man's land and take that turn around second very quickly to get third base as well.
So a single for Miller. It's Georgia's 7th hit of the game. Now Gabby Novickus for the second time singled and scored a run in the first. Already north of 60 pitches here. He is the right-hander as we're in the second inning. Novickus patient at the plate here, and certainly appears that Roark struggling with the command a little bit, having a hard time finding the strike zone, and so Georgia in some instances here content to just let them come to her here as Novickus sends this one off the wall. It's going to score 1. Marissa Miller will stop at third. Ellison scores. And Gabby Novickus with the RBI double.
Very similar spot where she pulled that ball her previous at-bat to. Just up the middle, is able to kind of split those outfielders. But you're right, like you said earlier, this is a good show of patience for the Bulldogs in really seeing the strike zone and trying to hit pitches that are strikes, not hitting, swinging out of the zone.
Georgia's going to see a new pitcher now as Grace McKillop checks into the game. She'll warm up. We'll get ready as well. 7-1 Georgia here in the second. Issaquah Washington's Grace McKillop, the right-handed junior on for Mercer here in the second. Ball gets away, but everyone's going to stay put there, and a good catch by the catcher Lindson to go get that one quickly and prevent anybody from moving forward.
Can we talk about the fact that they have 3 different Graces on their pitching staff? And now we've seen 2 of them. I wonder if we'll get to see the third as well.
Third playing first base currently. 10 appearances, 4-2 on the season, but a 7.41 ERA. Digby just misses getting a hold of that one as she'll foul this one back to the net. The 2-2. Full count here. There's Grace Rourke, who has emerged from the locker room, gotten back up on the post. Going to watch their 64 pitches in an inning's worth of work. And this one bounces out of the glove of the shortstop, Barton. And this will be the second. Well, I thought that'd be an error. They just made that a hit. Bobbling out of the glove.
That's definitely a hard play for Barton to make right there. You have Novickus crossing right in front of her as that ball is entering the base path, and we'll see it again. Crossing right in front.
It would have been a fairly close play at first, so I guess I see where that one ruled a hit.
But a hard hit ball nonetheless, so there's definitely a chance for a play, I think.
Brooke Smith will run at first base here for Emily Digby. Novickus at third, still nobody out. And we have a pinch hitter here in. Thought we were going to have a pinch hitter. And indeed we do. This will be Ty Charlton, the sophomore from Lynchburg. Charlton sophomore, 5'8". Two and one count here to the sophomore. 250 hitter on the year. Getting an opportunity here to try to drive in another run. Two. Would be Bolly Mitchell that would hit next. Georgia has started to pinch hit a few folks, so. Mitchell getting the start here this afternoon, not an everyday starter for Georgia. This is the 2-2. Misses, count full here, 3-2. And Mercer in danger of loading the bases. Loaded them up in the first. This one will roll all the way into left field in foul territory. First baseman Grace Jones taking the moment to come over to the circle, talk with her pitcher. Give her a little word of encouragement. 3-2. Misses. They're loaded here. So Gabby Novickas stands at third base. The pinch runner Brooke Smith at second. As Ty Charlton goes to second, and it is Molly Mitchell that will bat here in the 9 spot.
Just an inning ago, this was the same situation where a ground ball was hit to Barton. She was able to get that third out.
Mitchell walked on a 3-2 in the first inning, got taken out on a 6-4 at second base to end the inning. .200 average coming into tonight. Just one RBI, got an opportunity to change that number here with the bases loaded and nobody out. Beautiful afternoon in Athens. You see the sun starting to dip behind the horizon. This will get an RBI or 2 here for Molly Mitchell. One's going to come across, two's going to come across. Charlton runs through the stop sign. She'll slide home safely, and Molly Mitchell will clean them off here in the second. I don't know if we'll get another look at that. Tony Baldwin, full stop sign there, and Taya Charlton was not going to stop. Really well hit ball.
Yeah, again, Georgia Bulldogs working up the middle. Great piece of hitting right here by Molly Mitchell. Tony Baldwin did have that stop sign up, but Taya Charlton went for it. And 3 RBIs for Molly Mitchell.
We mentioned 1 on the season, make it 4 now with 1 swing at the bat. She will bring a few in and may have a substitution here as Avery Barton, the shortstop, is coming off the field, and I'm not sure if something happened. I'm not sure if something happened there during the play. We will get a new shortstop coming onto the field here, and that's going to be Mariah Sanchez. So Mariah Sanchez onto the field here, but Molly Mitchell with the double for 3 RBIs.
We'll see it again to see if we can identify if anything actually happened. Perhaps on the throw, maybe.
It's like she starts grabbing that elbow.
A strain of some sort on that throw.
Well, you hate to see that, and certainly hope everything is okay. So it looks like Sysom has went from second to short. And it'll be Sanchez now at second base. So we saw her coming out, thought she would go to short. They've just switched positions on the infield. There is the new second baseman, the junior from Orange Park, Florida. Kirsten Roos behind here, 1-2. As Molly Mitchell stands at second base. Grace McKillop working about as deliberately as Grace Roark did.
Yeah, every pitcher has their speed at which they like to work. Some programs kind of push for you to work a little quicker, work a little slower.
What's the benefit to doing it one way or another?
I think it's just whatever helps you get in your groove.
Georgia offense is in a groove here this afternoon as Kirsten Roos sends this one to right. And Molly Mitchell thought about coming home, but she'll turn back to the bag. So Georgia will have batted around again here for the second time this afternoon. And it'll be Jaden Goodwin for the second time this inning. Still nobody out for Georgia. Time called for. Goodwin needing a home run and a triple for the cycle. Had a double in the first and a single earlier this inning, stole second, and has scored both times. The 1-0, this one is into left. Coming on and making the catch is Wayland. And the first out of the inning is retired. And Natalie Ray for the second time today. Pinch hitting earlier this inning in the second on a 2-0 count, drove in two. And that has gotten the offense going for Georgia here in the second, a 7-run second inning here so far.
Definitely a strong second inning, started by Natalie Ray. She was certainly selective in her first at bat.
The senior with 99 career hits. How about 100 on cue? Molly Mitchell will score from third, get an RBI along with that 100th hit.
It's almost like you felt that one coming. Again, what a milestone. Lots of milestones recently, but definitely a great milestone for Natalie Ray, 100 career hits.
Tony Baldwin continuing to make substitutions. It'll be Caitlin Smith, the freshman from Glenville, standing in here. Owen won the count here. So Tyler Ellison walked earlier in the second inning. And now Caitlin Smith will pinch hit for her here.
We talked about earlier, the only freshman in the lineup was Gabby Novicus. Now you're getting a few freshmen some more looks. It's a really good opportunity with runs on the board. You have the support. They can just do their thing and really get good opportunities.
Good fight back here for McKillop as Tony Baldwin looks on. Well hit, that one underneath the glove of Sysom. That will score Kirsten Roos from second base. They're still first and second with one out. As Mercer still just struggles to get the ball into the strike zone here, and when they do, Georgia's not missing it.
Yeah, Georgia's able, because it's not been that consistent with the strikes, Georgia's able to really sit on those strikes and wait for them and hit them hard when they do make contact.
Here's the catcher, Marissa Miller. Walking a single for her today. Woof! Tony Baldwin. Heads up over there.
Yeah.
Checking on Rachel over there working our camera, and gives the wave. Okay. Your heart doesn't beat a lot faster than when a softball's flying at you. We got to experience that earlier. We're not even safe up top, and our SEC Network crew doing a great job. Sometimes in harm's way out there. Hazard pay deserved for our crew. Rachel does a phenomenal job for us here on our SEC Network broadcast. Working the third base cam. It's the hot corner.
They don't call it that for nothing. Looks like we might be getting a pinch runner.
We're going to have a pinch hitter here for Gabby Novickis. Runner will be Delaney Sullivan. As Sullivan goes to first base. Delaney Sullivan Jr. from Georgetown, Kentucky, a Kentucky transfer within the SEC. Sullivan now to pinch run at first for the catcher. And the pinch hitter here is Esther White. One and one the count here to the sophomore from New Johnsonville, Tennessee, 6 foot. Looking for the first hit of the season. Here's the sophomore. Ace is still loaded with one away. One, two, a called strike three. As Esther White takes the third strike for the second out of the inning. And a big second out there for Grace McKillop. There's been a 9-run second inning here for Georgia.
We haven't seen that in a while from Georgia.
Here's Brooke Smith. She ran earlier in the game. But will now bat here for the shortstop, Emily Digby, who had 2 singles and RBIs on both of them. Smith, 200 hitter on the season. This one sent to left field. That ball is going to bounce off the top of the wall. 2 runs will come across. Make it 3. Ray comes across from third. Smith from second. And the pitch running Sullivan all the way from first. That'll drive in 3 off the bat of the freshman from Brandon, Mississippi.
Smith absolutely ripped this one up the middle to that G. so close to getting that right over the wall, but still is able to clear those bases.
She nearly, you're right, nearly had a home run right there.
Yeah, that had to have been 6 inches.
Really similar look to Taylor's home run that Mercer hit back in the top half of this inning. Just full swing on that one. Here's Taya Charlton. This one back up the middle. Turning and scoring. At third base is Smith. And Taya Charlton with the RBI. It is 17-1. As Molly Mitchell stands back in, and with 2 outs, you don't anticipate this happening, but Georgia is, if Molly Mitchell gets aboard and Kirsten Roos sees the plate, Georgia will have batted around a second time here in the second inning. Here's the 1-2. Trying to fight that one off opposite field. Here's Mitchell. A double earlier this inning. Time asked for here and given to the pitcher McKillop. One-two is popped up. This one will die in shallow center as Monaco comes on and makes the catch. Georgia puts a baker's dozen on the board in the second inning, and it's 17-1 after 2. "13 runs in the bottom of the second inning, tied for the most in an inning going back to March of 2013 against Delaware State. And that's the most in program history in a single inning being tied for here as it is 17-1. We go to the third, and Georgia's going to give another pitcher some opportunities to get some reps here this afternoon as right-hander Presley Harrison will come on. A 3.04 ERA, 2-0 on the season. in 25 and a thirds innings work.
I love getting to see another freshman in the circle tonight with a lot of run support, able to really just work her pitches. She's going to be throwing mid to high 60s, and she's really going to have good vertical separations, working that rise ball and that drop ball in good sequencing.
Meredith Wayland is up for the first time tonight here in the third. Be 9-1 and 2 for Mercer here. They'll turn the lineup over after this batter. Wayland, a redshirt junior from Orleans, Virginia. And a George Mason transfer as the 1-1 is swung on and missed. Esther White in defensively now for Georgia. Two will miss. Two. That one will just miss, and a full count here to Wayland. Popped up and back into the net. The second full count that a Mercer batter has seen here tonight, and it'll be a similar result as the first one as Wayland strikes out. First out of the inning. Here we go, the top half of the order.
We'll see that beautiful rise ball that I was mentioning earlier from Harrison. Great upspin, able to work just out of the zone.
Popped up. Oh, and unable to make the catch is Marissa Miller. And tough play there with the catcher's gear on. Took a moment to locate the ball.
Yeah, it definitely took a second. That ball's kind of getting into like no man's land. We'll see it again. But Marissa Miller has to locate that ball first, get to it. It's spinning in a different direction than she would typically try to catch that ball. So definitely a hard play right there.
When you saw Harrison kind of go at it for a second before she realized the catcher had the better positioning to try to make the play. But a tough play there in foul territory as the 1-1 misses. And it is Mariah Sanchez batting for the first time here this afternoon. Two. Home run distance, but foul. And a call strike three as that one gets in there for the third strike. Two down for Presley Harrison here in the third.
Harrison able to work a good variety of pitches in that inning. She's able to just drop that ball right on the outside corner of the plate. I'm thinking the batter might have been expecting that rise ball in that situation, similar to that batter before.
Daniela Monaco. Young fan keeping a book.
See those red hats throughout the stands here tonight? That was the giveaway swag item tonight.
2-1 Monaco, 3-1 the count. Young fan learning the excitement of keeping your own book. Hers is probably as messy as mine.
It looks better than mine, which is non-existent.
3-1 gets fouled back, 3-2. Addison Fisher shirt on there. Swung on and missed for strike 3. 3 strikeouts here in the 3rd inning for Presley Harrison. And we go to the bottom of the 3rd here in Athens. Whalen, number 1. Sanchez, number 2. Monaco, number 3. Bottom of the 3rd. 13 runs coming in the 2nd inning. Time for the most ever in school history in a single inning. We talked about Georgia trying to continue the offensive firepower from the weekend. Certainly has done that here this afternoon.
Yeah, and able to get a lot of different players opportunities in the box this game as well.
New pitcher here for Mercer. As Chloe Pless, freshman from Alma, Georgia, the blueberry capital of the state. We've got Cordele, the watermelon capital, and the blueberry capital represented on this Mercer squad.
I'm impressed that you know that.
Georgia history in 8th grade may be one of the
it stuck with them,
as a class. It really stuck with me. Oh, well hit, but foul. 2-1 the count. Bruce chases after that one. Charlotte Bentley, the new catcher here for Mercer, freshman from Harrisonburg, Virginia. There's a high bouncer to short. Sysom will field cleanly and get it over in time for the out. And 17-1. Mercer's got quite the hill to climb to try to come back and make this game competitive. But it starts with good, just do the basics well right there. We've seen defensively some struggles from Mercer, 2 errors here tonight. That's a good start. Just get a clean play and get the out.
Yeah, doing the basics right, that kind of builds on each other. Those plays will build on each other and then go into the offensive lineup as well.
Here's Natalie Donaldson. One the count to the freshman from DeWitt, Michigan. 5'5", right, left-handed hitter. The 1-1. I'll say she went around 1 and 2. One, 2, got a piece of that one to keep it alive. Donaldson 250 on the season. Just the 5th at bat of the year for the freshman. Has scored 10 times, has got 1 hit on the year, drove a run in on the hit.
Yeah, getting opportunities in for these freshmen right here is going to pay off down the road when they might come in an SEC game and they're able to perform because they've been in situations like this. They've seen the live pitching, all the things.
Count moves full here on Donaldson. Last inning, the 2nd time that Georgia has scored 11 or more in 1 inning. Did that against North Carolina State earlier this season down in Clearwater. 3-2. They'll say she went around. Back-to-back outs here for Mercer in the 3rd.
We'll see this one again right here. Able to be deceptive with that low pitch on the outside corner.
Here's Natalie Ray. 2 for 2 day for Natalie Ray after coming in the 2nd. Got the scoring going in the 2nd inning when Georgia played at 13 with a 2-run home run. And then singled in another run later in the 2nd when she batted the 2nd time. Tony Baldwin coming out there and checking on the home plate umpire, making sure he's all right.
What a guy.
That last hit, career hit number 100 for Natalie Ray. In one of our conversations with Tony Baldwin earlier this season, talked about how Natalie Ray ended up on the team, grad transfer. Didn't know if she was going to keep playing. Georgia had some injuries back in the fall that really opened up the need for a roster spot. She was open to making a move and playing another season. And it has been a really big addition. We picked his brain on just, you see Georgia's transfer additions from this past offseason, how he goes about building his roster as Ray grounds one to 2nd. But she has been a big addition for Georgia, bringing a experienced presence to that locker room. 17-1 our score. 3 innings are in the books here in Athens. from Macon will toss to the Mercer Bears here as we go to the fourth inning. Destin Howard, the senior for Georgia, 2.78 ERA, 2-1 on the year, 18 strikeouts to 12 walks. She will bring the heat.
Yeah, she absolutely will bring the heat. She's going to be throwing 70 to 72. She's even hit 75 during practice, and that's probably a little bit quicker than these Mercer Bears have seen, at least on a regular basis. So it's really going to be key for Destin Howard to come in here and command the zone with strikes early.
First one to Grace Jones, a strike. Caitlin Smith into the game here to catch and give Marissa Miller a little rest here defensively. And this one, well hit opposite field off the bat of Grace Jones. And Mercer with its second hit. She's excited. They certainly know how hard that Destin Howard can throw, and if you can get a hit off her, very impressive.
And with so few hits in this game, you know that every hit is going to make them a little bit more fired up, because that means they're going to, they're kind of climbing the mountain in terms of getting closer to potentially shortening this gap.
You also saw Natalie Donaldson out there in left field now defensively for Georgia. There's Donaldson, the freshman. One and one the count here to Charlotte Bentley. Freshman from Harrisonburg, we mentioned her earlier. .72 miles an hour on that one from Destin Howard.
Yeah, she's definitely, you don't see that often in college softball. You see it with, obviously, the Carlin Pickens of the world, but there's very few in college softball, even at the highest level, that are hitting that kind of speed.
Well, there's a called strike 3. Watch the placement.
See maybe the strike zone expanding a little bit as we get deeper into this game.
Fouled back. Jesse Taylor up for the second time, has got one of 2 Mercer hits. And it was a solo home run to lead off the second inning.
Strong cut right there.
It's Megan Logren pinch hitting here. I apologize. Logren, a 5'5" junior from Tampa. Popped up. Roos at second base calls for it. That would be the second out of the inning. Jones with the leadoff single, still at first base. We'll have another pinch hitter. This will be Ashlyn Ullman. Ullman, a freshman from Laurel, Delaware. Only 118 here on the season. This will be her 18th at bat of the year. Her numbers on the season. One and two the count. So since Jones aboard, it's been 3 straight pinch hitters here for Mercer. Bentley came in defensively in the bottom half of the previous inning. Home fans enjoying this one. If you're a Georgia fan, it's been a good night. Foot race to the bag. That one will be won by White. Leadoff single will be stranded there. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Top 25 by conference coming into this week, and SEC well represented as usual with 6 teams in the top 10. You see Georgia at number 11 knocking on the door.
The SEC is definitely one of the most competitive conferences in college softball, and it shows by that stat right there.
No off weekends when you're in conference play. Georgia will head to Lexington to take on the Wildcats this weekend. Mercer back in SoCon action in Macon at Sykes Field, taking on Wofford. Here is Caitlin Smith. Chloe Pless back out for a 5th inning work. Did a really nice job in the 4th. Went 1, 2, 3 for the first time tonight from Mercer defensively. Little bloop. That one will drop in front of the left fielder Wayland. And sliding into second is Smith. And the freshman from Glenville able to slide in there after that one dropping in front of the left fielder, and then Wayland, not a clean transfer there, gave her a little extra time to get to second.
Yeah, and plus obviously keeping the Dogs off the board in the 3rd inning. Dogs want some revenge to get back in it this inning.
This one lined to right as Marissa Miller, who has shifted over to the DP spot, It's Megan Logren who we saw pinch hit there for Jesse Taylor in the top half on defensively now for the Bears. Back to the pitcher. Esther White is retired on the 1-3. That'll advance Miller into scoring position and put her at second base.
Good job by Pless right there when that ball comes back to her. She's looking at runner back, keeping Smith on third, and is able to still get that out at first.
Here's Brooke Smith. Looks like that Emily Digby hit back in the second inning that we debated hit error has been back changed to an error. And then Caitlin Smith reaching on the single. She'll advance to second on a fielding error charged to the left fielder. So 3 defensive errors here this afternoon for Mercer. This one to right field and into the glove of Fernandez. Sliding home and scoring is Caitlin Smith. Miller will advance and tag and go to third. Second out of the inning. That'll play another run for Georgia here. It's 18-1. Bailey Lindemuth back into the lineup here. Taya Charlton hit for her in the second time through. Oh, and to the count here to Lindemuth. With Marissa Miller at third base. Found that one off the foot.
That one doesn't feel good either.
A smile through gritted teeth.
Yeah, right off the ankle right there. Steps back in with confidence.
Called strike 3 as Chloe Pless, her second strikeout of the game. And something to celebrate for Mercer here in the fourth. We go to the fifth, Georgia leading 18-1. the local product from Athens, the sophomore Maddie Johnson will take the circle here for Georgia. Just the 4th appearance of the season for the sophomore.
Yeah, she's going to be throwing mid to high 60s. She's got a little curve, drop, rise, but she's really getting back into the groove, suffered an injury earlier in the season, and just got to get back into the swing of things. So this is the perfect opportunity to do so with some run support.
Johnson, a transfer from Georgia Southern. Playing closer to home here at UGA. Her numbers from a season ago, just a tick over 2 on the ERA, and first team All Sun Belt. .110 strikeouts last year.
It's definitely impressive, and you know that she has the stuff. We just haven't seen the best of her this season yet, and that's why getting her in here, getting her an opportunity when she has some run support is so important so she can get into the swing of things.
Rachel Sysom, the batter here in the 7th spot. Just the 2nd plate appearance for her here this evening. Ground ball off the glove of the 3rd baseman, Linda Muth.
That's a frustrating one. It's kind of like you're playing ping pong almost a little bit. Smith's coming over to back her up, and it would have gone straight to Smith if Smith had stayed in, where she started.
This one bunted foul. Ella Morris, a sophomore from Evans, Georgia, will pinch hit here. It'll be an error charge to the 3rd baseman, Bailey Lindemuth, that will put Sysom at first. Ground ball for 1 to second. Not in time. So Morris is retired. That'll allow Sysom to get into scoring position. And there's one down.
Great job right here by White to tag first, and try to make that play because that runner was out at first. That tag had to be made at second in order to get that out.
One and one the count. Shout out our SEC Network crew getting the job done here on a Wednesday night in Athens. 1-1 in there for a strike. Here at Jack Turner Stadium, Rachel Lematriane over there at 3rd base. We saw her getting some of the heat at the hot corner earlier tonight. As Whalen swings and misses, and will be thrown out for the 2nd out. Austin Simmons up top here with us. Clay Malloy over at high first on the camera. Mark Bridges out in center field, bringing you the balls and strikes in the strike zone. Hunter Beasley low first here this afternoon. How we doing? There's Mariah Sanchez behind 0-1. Michael Feinberg, our technical director. Caroline Rochelle on the A1 video. Eric Dunn this afternoon. Sam Walters working graphics. Jade Marvin on our bug. Daniel Oakes and Madison McKinley bringing you the replays this afternoon. Trey Morrow directing. And Bryson Wright, our producer here, is a ground ball to second. And that one to first in time for the out. And Georgia will win here this afternoon by a final score of 18-1. And we talked to opening, getting the offense moving here this afternoon. Georgia continued that momentum from the weekend.
Yeah, they certainly did. The offense was on fire. A lot of different players got opportunities and were able to perform against these Mercer Bears.
Georgia wins the 24th meeting between these two all-time. Now 22-2 in the series, 24-8 on the season. Mercer is 13-16 as both teams get back into conference play this weekend. We appreciate you making us a part of your Wednesday night here on the SEC Network. For our entire SEC Network crew and Mary Wilson, this is Caleb. So long from Athens. Georgia a winner over Mercer 18-1.